Greetings and welcome to the latest installment of the LeRoyyMcCoyys live show, featuring on myself, LeRoyyMcCoyys, the man of the hour, the man with the dower, recording live from Patmos, located 777 feet above sea level. And in recent news, I want to share with you guys that in Africa, about 50 to 100 books, a whole bunch of books were uncovered. They were buried, and it's all ancient African history and knowledge that they had. And it's written in Arabic. The characters, language is written in is Arabic, but it's an African language. Written in Arabic. That's so crazy. And it's all the truth that's in it. It's correlates with historical stuff that is already known to the modern world. And more stuff that wasn't known before. So there's a lot of stuff in there that's being translated. And they always try to hide that stuff like that. You probably won't hear it in the news, but it's true. You can look it up. You can see that. And it's all the truth was always in Africa, man. That's how it always was. That's the heart of the world. Everyone stems from there. You could trace our blood back to the chromosome that's passed down from father to son. Everywhere you go, trace back it far enough, there's going to lead you to Africa. So that's where the truth is, and that's where it is right now. It's coming out. And they even try to make it seem like Egypt. I'm not going to lie. I was growing up, until I was maybe 10 years old, I didn't know that Egypt was in Africa. I thought Egypt was its own little place somewhere. I didn't know it was Egypt is in Africa. That's crazy. They try to, and that's not only me. There's other people like that, and that was somebody's plan for us not to think that trying to disassociate Egypt with Africa, because they have so much knowledge and stuff that even to this day we can't replicate. But yeah, so it's written in Arabic too. So Arabic, Hebrew, those are the original languages from right to left. That's the proper way to do it, from east to west. That's the way that the language, that's the way the sun goes. You go in accordance with nature. The sun travels this way, so does our writing, so does our language, follows that. I don't know who idea was to, scratch that. We're going to do our language the opposite direction. Like Hitler with the swastika. The swastika is not his symbol. Hitler didn't invent that. That's an ancient Buddhist symbol for the sun. It was the sun with its wings and showing it's traveling. It showed the sun traveling from east to west. And Hitler took it and flipped it. Said, no, now the sun is going from west to east. We're doing things backwards now. So that's crazy. That's along the same lines as that. I just want to know, it's already a crazy enough idea, enough sinister, plot to let's switch the whole language of everybody from forwards to backwards, just take a whole step backwards. But how do you convince everybody to do that? So whoever did that, kudos to you on your trickery and deceit or whatever you use to get the whole world to read backwards. And also, there's no vowels. There's no A-E-I-O-U, and there's not any pronouns like I or even Latin, for example. Latin's a dead language, and I know why it's a dead language, because there's some truth in that. Just like Hebrew, and there's one word, one Arabic word can translate to a whole sentence in English, in our language right now. Like Rahim, in the opening phrase of the Quran, Bismillah Rahim Rahim. That Rahim, that one word right there, is a whole sentence saying with being in accordance with He who exists by Himself. So that's what that one word. There is no one word translation for English. Such a corrupt language. And if you take a look at right here, I have a Latin acronym, alchemical phrase. Visit the interior of the terrain. At the rectification, you will find the hidden stone. That's the English. In Latin, word for word, it would say visit interior terrain. Rectification, find hidden stone. There is no verbs either in there. So there's something behind that. I don't really know what it is, but there's definitely something behind that. Why that is for language. That's the truth. So me, myself, my next mission is I'm going to learn Hebrew and Arabic. All the real languages, I want to. That's something I really want to do, those original languages. So that's what's going on in LeRoyyMcCoyys world. Now I've been around in a minute. But shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Everyone that's being true to their game. Triple TG. Whatever you do it to the fullest extent. You take care of kids. Raise those kids. Teach them every single thing you know. Because they'll pick it up and they'll excel you when they're still young. So everybody do what you do. Have a good night. LeRoyyMcCoyys. Deuces.